Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of a Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the guest hosting Aztec Olmec,
Oh yeah, there he is.
but it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the hospitable Lightstar 777 with me.
I like that. And today we have, I'm going to butcher your name, but we have a very special guest, very new member of our Discord community, Chibkaje. Did I butcher it? Did I ruin it? I'm sure I
A
destroyed it.
little bit. It's a mixture between the chibi and the like Hokage from Naruto. So
Mm,
Chibkage.
Chibkage. All right,
Kage.
It,
Chibkage.
Excellent.
I love that.
hello.
Welcome, welcome. How are you doing
Excellent.
today?
Welcome, welcome.
I'm doing great. I just got off of work and here I am, just ready to
Here
jump into
he
this.
is. I love it.
He's
I
being
love it.
super modest. Cheap Cobby, as Ken said, just entered our Discord. He's an OG. He's been playing for, I think 7 out of the 7 years that Summoner's War has been around, and he's a world of knowledge. So, we decided to pick
Mm-hmm.
his brain a little bit. He was free around now, so I was like, why don't we jump on stream and interview one of our Discord members, one of our monster ranchers, and we'll just chat about how you how did you like
Everything.
find this game and what kind of what what led you to keep playing, and you have an awesome story about your first account, which I will be happy to let you tell.
So my first account, so I started the game about 7 years ago, and I was maybe 2 years into playing it, and I jumped on one day and my account it seemed to have got hacked, and I
Oh
was like,
no.
all right. So I didn't. It was completely free to play. I still am free to play, and Comtuous basically said that you had to have your receipts for a purchase order in order to get your account back. So I was like, what? Well, I guess I'm not getting that account back. So I made
Sorry
it.
to hear
I
that.
created a new account called Cheap Kage, and
Right.
I ended up friending myself, which would be
Oh.
the hacker at now, and he accepted it. So
Oh.
I ended
Was
up.
it very soon after you were hacked that you became
Oh yeah,
friends with your okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
So I was literally level 1, and I friended him, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and message him and try it just to see if he'll just give me my account back, since Comtuous wasn't gonna do anything about it. And
Right.
he basically said no, and I'm like, I'll fight you for it, like in a couple years. So 2 years after, and I grew this account, we ended up RTAing, and it was
Get
just
out.
a demolishing map. Like it was not even fair. And needless to say, I just told him he can just keep that account, and I will keep mine, my
Nice.
new one.
That is such an awesome story. That is just so cold blooded. You're like, keep the account. I'm good. That's awesome. That's such a oh man.
Yeah, I don't think I
I
have
thought I
that
was
kind of
cool. That is a cool
ballerness.
story.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of ballerness in me at all.
Mike, that was such a mic drop. You're like, you know what? You can keep it. We're, we're,
So
we're good.
now
We're good over here.
I do make
That's
it a
awesome.
point to purchase like one of those $5 packs every month, so I do have my receipts, so I can show comp to
Oh,
us and get my account back in case it does get hacked again.
I was going to ask,
okay. Well,
did that
that's
change
honestly good advice.
your behavior in the game? Like, but
Well, yeah, so
that
I'm
makes
still
good
like
sense.
I still like to say I'm free to play. I only spend the $5 here and there just to make sure my account stays updated with the
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
receipts.
Excellent.
That's that's good advice. I didn't know that about your account needing a receipt to actually keep it safe. So that's really good advice, man.
So it's more so just like proof
Yeah.
that it's your account. That's what they use.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Excellent. Very, very good advice. I am going to start collecting and all the emails that I get because we're definitely not free to play. We definitely treat ourselves to a pack or two, you know, when the time comes. We're
Concur.
definitely not whales. We're like right on this, right in the we're like dolphins. We're little whales.
Hmm.
But
Dolphin.
very cool. I mean, there's so many topics that we could get into. The um, improvements to Siege. I know I don't have an R5 team as yet. I know Lightstar is definitely building his up. Anything particular that sticks out that you would like
Well, I
to
did hear on
discuss or
your
talk
last
about?
episode that you were struggling with that Wind Rift Beast.
Yeah, Wind Rifts is probably my worst Rift
And
dungeon. Just mhm. Yeah, definitely would like to
uh,
have some help with that. That would be great.
I was reading some comments on Reddit, and they told
Mhm.
me, because I was struggling with Wind Rift Beast until like last
Oh
week.
wow.
Like I was
Okay.
only getting A plus, and it was just annoying
Right.
me. And they're like, Belgier is the cheat code to Wind Rift. Just use your
Hmm.
BJR5 bail. And I'm
Hmm.
like, all right. So now I'm running Fran, uh, Ergar, the Wind or not Wind, Dark Vamp Lord, and
Right.
Mav in the front line, and then
Hmm.
Belgier, Rauk, and Crow in the back line, and I get SS to triple S
Hmm.
almost every time.
Nice.
That
That's a
is
good team.
awesome because I think I have all those units. That's Lightstar. What team do you use for Wind Rift?
Hold on, I'll stop my repeat battle and I can tell you momentarily. Can't tell you till
Oh,
before then.
that's
But I do have a
no
question
problem.
for you, Cheap Kage. Cheap Kage. Uh, how long had you had the account before it got hacked? And were there any monsters in there that were like your favorite monsters of all time that your secondary account has yet to get back yet? Or have you been pretty fortunate that you pretty much have everything you want?
Get better stuff.
So my last account, I didn't really have much luck. I had the account
Mm.
for 2 years, and I only
Mhm.
pulled 3 Nat 5s. I pulled 2 Kumars, and then a Beth.
Oh, I
And
love Beth.
Okay.
I have yet to pull a Beth again. Or my Kumar,
Mm.
the
Okay.
Fire Beast Monk.
Well, what do you have now that's on your account that you like? I mean, 5 stars, 4 stars, even 3 stars that you really have built up
Um,
well.
I think by far my most favorite is either my Leica,
Mm.
Vanessa, Varad,
Yes.
Diana, or my Fire Art Master now.
I hear a lot about the
Ah,
Fire Art Master. I only have the
yes,
water one.
because he's awesome. Yeah, the Fire Art Master is. I mean, I just got the Wind Art Master, and I love him. It's
As
totally
well you
amazing.
should.
But I
As well you
definitely
should.
have the Fire Art Master. But yeah, the that's awesome. I'm glad that you have better units now than you had. I mean, sans Beth, of course, because we definitely love. Big fan of Beth on the show.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
but yeah,
Floppy hat
that's
Beth
awesome
for
that
the win.
you have some new units and some
I've got the
STW.
Fire
Absolutely.
Hell Lady. She seemed kind of niche for me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I recently got her, and yeah, I have yet to figure out where I'm going to use her, but so I have my Kali and Ergar in my front line, Crow
Okay.
and
This is for
uh,
Wind Rift, just
mm-hmm,
to reiterate.
um, Roke, Crow, Masha, and Bale in my back row.
Oh, hey.
How is
So
Kali working? That's awesome. I didn't never thought to use Kaki
Kali.
in Wind Rift. I just Kali, sorry.
No, you're fine. You know, I haven't done it since I 2-8 him, so I'm gonna do a run now and see what happens. So I'll let you know. But
Oh, okay.
it was enough that this
With
team
the
got me my triple S's. So,
hmm,
and this wasn't even the last Rift Raid
with the
beast that
fire
it took.
Onigami, yeah,
Well, I mean, it's about turn
with
cycling
the
and
fire
healing,
Onigami
so
work. Yeah,
really depends. Like his invincibility on Kali is one of the big things, so that he can
good
take a
point.
lot of abuse in the front row. So I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, because you know, Kaki is all about that group damage, right? You know, and things like that, and putting him on despair so you can stun teams. I don't know. What do you think, Chibkage? Do you think Kaki would have use in the Windrift Beast?
Uh, Maybe if he's on vampire, just to
Hmm.
sustain and
Self-sustain,
be
yeah.
able to stay alive. Other than that,
Hmm.
I haven't even built him yet, or any of the Amamushas.
Ooh, I have all three built, and I love all three.
Uh,
You like all of them.
I really
Yeah,
do.
they're definitely counters to Miho. That's pretty much why they were built. But I've only awakened the wind on it, and I haven't. I think, but by far, I believe the fire was the best. I mean, they nerfed him almost immediately when he came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, almost like a week after.
Hmm, excellent,
I really
excellent.
want Varad.
So let's see. So out of all those, oh yeah, actually, we both got Varad very recently. So how
I
did you
didn't get
ruin?
Varad.
I'm super
Zyros.
curious about how
I
people
Uh,
got
ruined Varad.
Zyros.
I
Zyros.
have
Why did I
Cyrus
say
and
Varad?
Varad.
Fire. Yeah.
So my Varad is built Vio Guard because half of his skills are based off of defense. So I
Okay.
went speed, defense, defense with him, and
Really?
I went for
Hmm.
speed and accuracy in the substats.
That's really good.
Excellent.
I
I've
didn't know that
never
about
really thought of.
Zyros for the defense. That's interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
so Zyros isn't based off of defense. It was
Oh,
Varad's
oh, you meant
skills.
Varad. Yeah, I know nothing
Yeah.
about
Oh,
Varad. That's I am Varadless in.
how did you ruin your
Speed, crit
Zyros?
damage,
I
attack,
did say Varad. I'm sorry.
despair, blade.
Okay.
So good damage,
Excellent.
good crowd control, while dotting. Do you think he
Absolutely.
would be a worthy replacement for one of the Melias in a Giants 12 team?
Probably not due
Hmm.
to attribute advantage.
Mm,
Hmm.
that is true.
Gotcha.
See, you really are
Oh,
smart.
Chibikaki, if you didn't know, have I have two cats. One is bad, and one is almost comatose all the time. Leo is good, but they invade the
Funny,
stream all the time. So
funny you say
even though
that
when
because
I
my fiance actually has 3 cats and one is also named Leo.
That is wild.
we couldn't make that up.
What are the
We can't make
chances?
this stuff up. What are the odds? What are the? That's awesome. Shout out to Leo. Well, both the Leos. Daenerys is the other one who is
Evil.
very aloof and very.
Evil.
Her Uncle Ken. Not a big fan of Uncle Ken.
No,
We
no,
still
no.
love him,
Hold on. Let me
kind of.
tell you this
We
story,
feed her. Let's put it
Chikage.
that way.
This cat
Tell you the story.
walked up to me, right?
Mhm.
Purring, lets me pet her. We're getting along.
Let's be
And like I'm
pals.
literally she's like and then all of a sudden she just like in an instant she's like right in my
Yep,
face for
just
no
flipped on him.
reason. Just like we were getting along so well and then instantly she was done with me.
She's a bad cat.
The worst.
Okay, we're gonna do some rapid fire. You ready? Are you
Of
ready,
course.
Chibikake? We're gonna do some rapid fire. This is gonna be Summoner's War and other things also. But right off the top of your head, you named your couple of favorite 5 stars. Who's your favorite four
Lucian.
star? Excellent. Who is your favorite RTA unit?
Geogun, the Fire Art Master.
Mm.
Who is your favorite
Itachi.
Naruto character? Ah, I knew the answer, but I just wanted to ask.
I actually
Itachi's
RP'd
life.
him.
Well, what is your? Oh, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Easily, they should have just named the series Itachi. And what is your favorite like anime series or TV show, like
It's a
hands
tie
down
between
of all time?
Plunderer and SAO.
SAO. Wow. Plunderer, I
It's
haven't seen.
really good.
And
I
that's a
love
stretch
Sword
when
Art
I haven't
Online.
seen a series.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have some swag from Sword Art if I don't remember if I remember correctly. You
Somewhere.
have a couple of pieces of SAO swag. Nah, SEO is awesome, but just to read my favorite series is easily the original Mobile Suit Gundam, just hands down. But most of the Gundam series, Wing is probably my second favorite, series, and of course, Rasafan. Um, but my favorite, let's see, favorite 5 star would be the one I just got, the Wind Art Master, Chung Fung. He's the best boy right now. I just pulled a Kumar also. My favorite 4 star right now is the Dark Nine Tails, just because of Sean P's video. And I
Uh,
didn't ask, what's your favorite three
I've
star?
actually been a
Who's
big
your favorite
fan
three?
recently of the Wind Battle Mammoth.
Interesting.
Whoa,
Why the wind one?
did not see that
So
coming at all. Why the Wind
I
Battle
watched a
Mammoth?
few videos a month ago about
Right.
how there was like G1, G2 players running a 3-star, 4-star Wind Battle Mammoth, and I couldn't understand why. And then I looked at his skills, and they built him full tank with all Nemesis runes, and he's got the
Oh,
Okay.
biggest attack bar boost for all allies in the game
huh. That's
and
interesting.
cleanse.
Excellent.
Wow.
What? See, I'm glad I asked. I'm so glad. I was gonna throw that question. I was like, who cares about threes? I'm so glad I asked that. Lifestar,
Galleon.
who's
Who
your
cares?
favorite 3 star?
Oh. Um. Actually, I have to go look at the monster box. Bear with me. Oh, I
No
mean.
problem. Currently, my
Probably
favorite
Crow
three
is
stars
the one I
probably
use the
Naomi,
most.
Win Marshall Cat. Ah, yes, Crow is badassery on 4 legs. Very cool. Lifestar, what's your favorite anime series that you could watch right now?
Um. So the one that I probably watch the most often would be Tenchi Muyo.
Uh,
I always loved
classic.
that one. That was my jam back in the day. And then
Hey, that's awesome.
what was it? There was a movie enemy. Hey,
Hmm.
Wrenchman. That was Samurai X, I believe, or Rurouni Kenshin, but the
Yes,
animated one. It had
Rurouni
some of the
Kenshin. Yeah,
funniest
absolutely.
lines in any anime ever. Like, you know, where like the warlord was like, "The moon peers down on a diseased world," and like his assistant was like, "Yes, master, yes," and like I don't know why that shit cracked me up. It was wonderful.
Excellent. I did want to talk about because I haven't built one in R5 team. I know Lifestar. I think you have um, the dreaded BJR R5 team. I'm curious, Chipkage, how you built yours and how you grew this, and because I am not too familiar with the mechanic because I don't do a whole lot of rifting or, but yeah, can you tell me about
So
your BJR5 team?
BJR5, it's Belgier Jensen, which are your two carries, and it's a lot of speed tuning. So it's
Okay.
certain monsters have to go first, then this has to happen, then Belgier goes and basically kills the boss down to half. And then Jensen will
Okay.
go and revive everyone. They'll die on the first hit to get those stacks
And
back
get
up.
stacks for belt.
And
Okay.
then
Got
your
you.
Lauren goes and it's over. Done. If I was told each run should take 27 to 28 seconds. If it doesn't, it's an automatic fail.
Because they're too squishy to survive long combat.
Epic fail.
Yeah. So everyone except for two or three of your monsters should be on fight, except for Bale. He should be on Rage Will, I think it is. Yeah, Rage Will.
Just pulled bail. Okay, so this could
Um,
work. This could
and
absolutely work.
I
Cool.
actually had one of my
Okay.
guildmates help me with his EHP because I didn't actually understand that whole
It is a
like.
very complicated formula. I don't really
Yeah.
understand it, but I could figure it out with the
Please
chart.
explain what we don't understand.
So
What?
from what I got from it, your bale should. Well, this is what mine is. So roughly get
Mhm.
plus 13,000 HP,
Okay.
plus 1,700 attack, plus 200-ish defense, and then he has to go second to last on your team. So make him slow.
Okay.
And then 68% crit rate is a need. It has to be at least 68. So
Gotcha.
mine is 249.
That's
Yeah,
200 for
249.
for That's awesome. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. So now I see the method behind the madness. So you need one Jansen, Baal, Baladur, of course, and who else
Colleen,
rounds out the team? Colleen.
the fire harpoo, she
Right.
she has to move first on your team and
Hmm.
tanky enough to survive the first hit, but die on the
Okay,
second hit.
gotcha.
And so mine's 6-star max level, and she's only got plus 1,500 HP and then
Okay,
62 speed, and that's all you need.
okay,
Now, did
very
you
cool.
And
build a second Colleen just for stats for the BJ5, or do you have just your main one that you use?
I just have one. I'm not a big fan of making duplicates of monsters as
Mm-hmm.
much as I don't like Trikaru or Trickaroo. I did it
I love
just
my
because it
Chikuru.
was it I don't know, I'm just not a fan of building duplicates of monsters. Like I have a second Sierra just sitting in storage because it's a
Yeah,
speed lead, but I don't want to, so that's why I don't want to get rid of her. But
of course.
um
Excellent.
I did
So,
build a
oh,
second Lauren
Oh, nice.
oh,
for
okay.
that.
So who was your dream? Who are your bucket list monsters? Who are ones that you want to pull? I'm sure, somewhere on that list would be Beth and Kumar. But who is like your like? Is it an LD Nat 5? Is it a LD Nat 4 that you really want? Like who was one of your bucket list
Rika.
units?
I've got all the net fours of the main element, so
Okay,
really just a Rika.
Oh, nice.
That's all, or any LD net 5, honestly. I just don't have the runes to build
Dang.
I
anyone
hear
else.
you.
Wrenchbane's Belager is plus 7k HP, plus 1800 attack, plus 500 defense, 74 crit, and 239 crit damage. That is a beefy Belager.
239.
Crit damage, yeah.
That's awesome. No, that's ridiculous. Shout out to you, Wrench, man. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. Excellent, excellent. So, we have a little bit of an improvement to like the siege things. Do you have any opinions on some of these new features that we're getting
For
there?
what exactly? I don't remember what you said, or I didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
Sorry.
the no problem. We're getting some additions to the to siege.
Oh, I haven't even checked in this new siege improvements yet. I just got off of work.
Good point. Good point. No problem. Do
I
you have
mean,
any RTA tips for us? We are new. Well, I should say new. We're, we're testing the
For
waters of RTA.
Yeah, so
Do you
for
have any?
fighter, like if you're just going for just sticking in fighter, build
Right.
one solid team of 5 that all
Okay.
complement each other. Like I know there's teams out there that base like there's 3 supports and then your one main nuker. Well, if they ban that one main nuker, you're kind of done. So if you build
Yeah.
5 monsters that complement each other, it no matter who they ban, you're in the safe. You're clear.
Gotcha.
do you put a purposeful monster in just to pull a ban ever, or do you just play to being able to function with whatever they ban?
So I always pick Sierra first, hoping she gets banned. I always
Okay.
pick if I'm first turn, I pick Sierra first because that way they can't pick her, and then because she's just super annoying to deal with. Um, and if I'm second turn pick, I will pick Sierra Vanessa and just get my speed leads out of the way right away.
Nice. That's a
Excellent.
good idea.
That just means I have a lot of moon farming to do. Now, a lot. A lot of will wounds, a lot of
It
violent and
also
rage
depends on
rooms.
whether you're
Just
gonna be or try for a first turn team or a second turn team. So like me, I try to go for a first turn. I'm gonna either knock out 3 of your monsters or 2 of your monsters before you get a turn, or I'm gonna lose.
Hmm. So you're going
But
unchecked aggression for the win. That's good.
yeah, my 300 speed Wusa for the win.
Uh, I just pulled
someone
Wusa,
just pulled a
and
Wusa.
how did you ruin yours?
For PvE purposes, I have him Vio Will, and
Okay.
for RTA purposes, I have him Swift Will.
Okay. So you're just going pure speed and sustain.
Yep. So yes, RTA I go for pure speed to get my immunity off before they get a turn.
Nice. That is a very good tactic.
Excellent. Sounds like very, very, very useful things to do with your Wusa, Light Star. Aztec doesn't have a Wusa. He one of my bucket
Oh,
list
he's
monsters.
been my
Just so
bucket
you know.
list for
But
7 years. I totally get it. I just pulled him this year.
Oh, nice.
oh
GZ.
wow, easy to you.
My bucket
Absolutely.
list would be
Now,
any
did you?
archangel, and the RNGesus still
Yes.
doesn't love me that much.
If they made a trading thing, I could give you my Vela. I don't use him.
Hmm. If they make that, I will come calling, guaranteed.
Or Eladriel. I got either one you can have. I don't
I'll,
use either of
I,
them.
I would literally take either. I don't even care. That one.
However, the the holy grail part of the pun is, the light archangel.
Mm.
Ken really, really, really want and came super close. Definitely got. I forgot what the Dark Valkyrie's name is, but when you saw
Trinity.
wings, you almost lost.
I was
You
really
saw the wing.
happy, and then I was still
Trin,
happy. I
yes.
was just slightly less a muted response, if you will.
I did find
You
out.
saw the wings.
I did fight
Mhm.
one of those in RTA, not knowing she had a 33% speed lead.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, she's quite good. With Samantha and Vanessa, I have 33% speed leads, so
That's all of them.
I can usually outspeed anybody if I put enough of them in there.
Yeah.
God
Okay.
willing.
Yeah. Samantha and
Grandy.
what are you? Yeah, I think are my only two speed leads that I can remember offhand.
If only there was a filter in the
Now,
monster box.
did you go to any of the? Yes, we found that out the hard way, of course. But did you ever attend any of the events, like the Tour of the Americas or any
I'd
of the
like
conventions
to
for
this year.
Summoners
I
War?
haven't in the past due to my
Okay.
busy work schedule. Like,
Hmm.
this has been the best week to get me on this show because
Oh,
my
really?
work is
Oh,
completely sporadic like I work in a conveyor belt shop, so we go
yeah.
and install these belts into big factories. So whenever
Yes.
they call, I have to go.
Yes.
I mean,
So I'm
that's
glad
kind of
we
wild.
look at you, and of course, yeah. That I've never heard of that, like anyone actually having that profession before, besides you, of course. But because when you look at a factory or a warehouse, you have I don't even think about who installs the actual belts for the because in every factory that has every modern factory that has yeah, I don't wow, that's pretty impressive. Do you
You
know
just
anyone
thought
else that
that you bought a
installs
factory
um
and it was like, oh, there's
it
the
just
conveyor belt.
just comes
It
with
was
it.
like
just here.
like one of our biggest customers is Nestle, so Jack's Pizza, all those pizzas we make the
Yeah.
belts for.
Hmm.
Mm,
That's
That
awesome.
very, very, very cool.
So, what content are you focusing on currently in your account? Like,
uh
what is tickling your fancy?
I've been dreading it actually. I'm working on making my Sathatu team.
Ah,
Ah,
mine. I need
stop
to
the
rework
two.
because I can only
Half the
do
tattoo. Just to keep
GB11 with my team, and I I realize my stats are just off the mark, so I need to go back and rework it.
not by
Very sad.
much.
Just
Yeah, my
enough to
biggest.
get annoying 5-star runes.
I My team for GB12 is about 1 minute and 30 seconds right now,
Hmm.
only due to Leica, the Fire Dragon Knight.
Oh,
Yeah, I
right.
should
He's just
build mine someday.
Yeah, they just tell him that actually my guildmates told me that like is the cheat code to GB12 because
Hmm.
he can't
Mm,
get one shot.
mm. And there's an Leica sitting on the bench in Lightstar's account.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
run
he's keeping Mo Long company.
Yeah, right.
definitely
The storage
I highly
henceforth is
recommend
what we
building
call.
him. He's 1v3'd so many times in RTA for me.
Hmm.
Hmm.
He's one of my main people I use in RTA.
How did you ruin him?
Vampire Nemesis.
Sustain and killing their HP. Smart.
Yep.
Hmm. Vampire Nemesis. Would that work with Leo also? Because I have a Leo that I haven't built as well.
Probably. As long
Yeah.
as you make sure he doesn't
Hmm.
have any speed and build him tanky.
Got you. Ah,
That's one of his biggest benefits is you want as little speed as possible on Leo.
Here's my question. That you bring up Leo was my very
hmm,
first 5-star back in the day, and out of out of a sense of obligation, I 6-starred him recently. But I guess what I'm wondering is, what is the advantage? So, like, you get everybody's speed to be no faster than his, right? So he gets the first attack, but then everything seems to go as it would have anyways. So I guess I'm just trying to understand what is his advantage? Like, what is it he's doing for your team if he moves first and then everything proceeds as it was going to?
So, as I brought up earlier about how you can't just rely on the one monster, you gotta find monsters that also complement that main person or each other. So running a Leo by himself isn't gonna do much for you, but if you run him with like a Vertiheel, who boosts the attack bar of your monsters, and a Lauren to decrease their attack
Hmm.
bars, he's gonna constantly be going, and speed doesn't affect anybody in that game
Hmm.
because he's on the
Hmm.
battlefield.
Now, does that effect get removed as soon as he dies?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Interesting. You know what? These are the monsters that keep my storage defense force safe, but perhaps one day I'll pull them out and use them.
We may have to mobilize. We may have to take. Hmm. Well,
Um,
honestly, I am all out of questions. I mean, unless there was something light started. Did you have any? Because that was a brilliant, um, ingredient that you just made. That actually helped me out a lot because, my towers aren't the fastest, but maybe Leo could be an offset to that. But I'm out of I'm out of bullets. Um, but did you have any questions that you wanted to shoot over to the Kage?
I mean, just just hope that we can have you on again someday,
Yeah, absolutely. Because
and
your profession sounds pretty intense.
yeah, I mean, it just it belts people in. That's so cool though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you have to tell a story about this dog. This that you're using for
You mean the
um
cutest little
your
pupper
tag.
ever?
Who is
So
this?
this is actually when I was uh about 3 years ago, I
When
was
you were
living at my
18?
buddy's house.
Right.
Yeah, so I was living at my buddy's house, and his fiance, well, girlfriend at the time, was like, "We should get some dogs or whatever." And I was like, "Well, I'm kind of in a rough patch. I'm out of job. I'll watch the dogs and take care of them or
Yeah.
whatever." And so they ended up getting two little puppies. There was a German Shepherd, which you can actually see his ear a little bit in that picture, and the little golden retriever or golden lab.
Excellent.
And golden retriever is named Theo, and the German Shepherd was named Voodoo. And literally, they would just play and play and play. And I was like, and then he ended up tilting his head a little bit and propped his ear up. And I was like, I'm taking a picture of that quick, so I did.
Yeah.
And it's just been my Discord picture ever since.
I love that.
Very cool.
My wife works with
What a
puppies, so the moment I saw that, I was like, "This is a good person who can be trusted."
She actually met Mark Hamill's dog.
Yeah, she
If
took
that's a
care of him.
thing.
Millie Hamill. Yeah,
Took care of
that's
Mark
true.
Hamill's. Yeah.
I
That
wouldn't tell you what it looks
there's not
like,
too many
but
people
it's
that can say that.
definitely not the dog you would imagine Mark Hamill have, or maybe it would be. I don't know.
What breed?
Well, no, I'm not going to say that. That's just too much. That's too much admitting. That's too much admitting to knowing all about his dog.
Okay.
Just it's smaller than I would have
Sounds great.
imagined for the most powerful Jedi in the universe.
Okay. Say no more. Say no more. Now, besides Summoner's War, do you play any other games? Like, we um are definitely into space sims like No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous and anime style games like Genshin Impact. Do you play anything other than Summoner's? I mean, not like that, but
Oh
do you play
yeah.
any other games
Actually,
besides
me
Summoner's
and my
War?
fiance are both big into gaming. So we just got the new game
Excellent.
It Takes Two.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
one achievement away from getting the platinum, but my friend hates platforming, so he won't do it. I love that game though. That game is so
Yeah,
much fun.
I'll, I've never played it, but of course, if Lightstar's playing it, I'll jump in. But that's very cool. I love the commercial for that. Crazy on you. I love that commercial. It looks super fun, but sadly,
it's a
I
big
just didn't
puzzle
have
game. I
anyone to play
really
with.
enjoy it.
How far are you
Oh,
in?
awesome! And it's awesome.
We got 2 of the pieces of paper so far, and then it was like
Okay.
4 in the morning, and we had to go to bed.
Yep, that sounds right.
But the fact that you can play with your fiance, that's just 2 thumbs up. Super awesome. Very cool. Excellent. Anything else? Any other games
Rainbow
that
Six
you like?
Siege, League of Legends. Again, my fiance
Lol.
likes to play Minecraft, so we play a lot of that too.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, other than that, it's just basically whatever anyone else wants to play. That's what I play.
Nice. That's me at night. I
Excellent.
play with my friends, whatever they're playing at the time. I'm like, sure, why not? That sounds great.
Jumping in.
Yep, that's exactly how I am. Oh, we're playing this game? All right, cool.
Now,
Let's do it.
as you may know, we like to summon at the end of every show. Would you have even 1 or 2 scrolls to participate in the journey with?
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay.
I can actually buy a pack right now for you. There.
Look at that. So agreeable. I love it.
God.
You know what? Today is going to be the day
Can you?
that we're totally all going to get our dream monsters all at the same time here.
It has
I'm going
happened
to get
before.
an archangel. Aztec will get whatever he hasn't gotten every time he summons.
It honestly, well, I've had an awesome streak, and I don't know. I haven't been this lucky
You know, and I
in
can't be
life.
mad because
So, to be
I
honest,
got Zyros and I got a mage. So, you know, I can't be upset at my luck. Though you pulled
You,
like
what
5.
mage did you end up getting?
Uh yes, I have played Epic 7 and Aztec has played Epic 7 before Wrenchmane.
yeah.
Um so I got the wind one, which I know is the most kakapupu one of the lot, but you know,
Really?
I'm determined to try and build it and see if it's worthy.
I pulled the wind one also, and I did build mine.
Is she
Hmm.
good? He good? You
I
haven't decided
really
yet?
love her. I
Okay.
love her. I like to think of her as my second Lucian. Like,
Ah,
Whoa, that's high praise.
interesting.
That's high
yeah,
praise.
like I didn't build her Vile like everyone says. I went straight damage. I went Rage Blade.
Rage. Hmm.
Speed, crit damage, attack, and then I bring 3 sustainers to keep her alive to hit her 50 stacks, and then I use her in Tartarus. So mine
Okay.
hits for about 15 to 20k at 50 stacks.
Dang.
There is
pretty
hope
good.
for yours, Lightstar.
Yeah.
That I don't see how that
I
is the worst out of the bunch. That sounds pretty awesome.
yeah, I need to change her runes because that's garbage that I put on her. I think I was just holding
Should I
fight runes for or revenge runes for her.
should I count down our special Thursday
Yeah.
summons?
Thursday, the day I get an
We'll
archangel.
summon her Lightstar.
I'm gonna get an archangel, I'm gonna get a beast monk, I'm going to get a chimera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get into existence.
Yeah. RNGesus is gonna give me
So
4
I'll
back
get
to
it
back.
down. 3, 2, 1, and summon, summon, summon. I should find that summon track that was playing for the 7 year.
So
anniversary.
far, I only
got the
have
whole
4
sentence.
left. So I need all 4 to be lightning, and yeah, it's not happening. Oh well.
I just got the Wind Boomerang Warrior again.
Nice.
skill ups. I
Skill
got
ups are good.
a water sliff, so more skill ups for good old
Did,
Tyron.
if you
Okay,
guys
smooth
ever have
shit.
trouble with the Wind Panda Warrior, build the Wind Boomerang.
Hmm.
That's
I
my
have.
anti-unfair bear.
You're anti-unfair bear.
See,
Any reason
my
why?
Her skill 3
Gotcha.
increases. So I run her, Maruna, and Diva, the Light Chakram,
Right.
and Fire Boomerang. Because the Fire Boomerang has the guaranteed stun on with her S3, and then you run the Wind Boomerang's S3 to increase that stun due to however many attacks the Chakram and Boomerang does. So it's like 7-5 stuns, a stun turn. So even if he Vioprocs, he can't do anything.
dang.
I am so sorry, but I just pulled. You just gave me some luck, Chief Kage. I just pulled the Fire Art Master
Hey.
because of you. Because of you. And 7 Year Scrolls, of course. But mainly, I'm going to chalk it up to you, Chief
Congratulations,
Kage.
Because yeah,
Swift.
normally I just give him all the luck in the world while I get nothing. So
Wow. When I saw 5 stars, I almost. And then I saw the dragon behind him because I have my crystal dragon built. I was like, oh, cool, another dragon. And then I saw the giant brush tip.
Swift
Wow.
will
Thank you.
is the way to build them. Speed, HP, accuracy, or speed, or yeah, Swift will. Speed, HP, accuracy, or speed, HP, HP if you can get the accuracy in subs.
I'm good. I don't have anything to say. I'm good for the rest of the day.
again,
But on a real note, thank you for taking time out of your huge, busy schedule, one, to listen, two, to chat with us. I'm going to be listening to this repeatedly because there were so many knowledge bombs dropped that, you probably progressed my account more than you think just in one conversation. And I appreciate that. Um, Dude, and then of course I'm just chalking it up to your good vibes that I pulled a Fire Art Master. The
yeah,
string of luck continues in May. I don't know. Well, both of your good vibes probably contributed to
yeah.
that.
I'm giving you good vibes. That's what I'm doing. That's right. Um. So real quick about your unfair bear. This is what I use to deal with the unfair bear. My Fran, Lauren, Sylvia, and Alin. Because even though he gets out of the stun, I just do overwhelming damage to him so quickly, it makes him go away.
But what about the rest of the team?
The rest of the team gets killed shortly thereafter.
Oh,
Like in
oh.
siege battle, this team like can shred everything very quickly. So like I'll do with this one, I'll do like Sylvia lead, Lauren and Lynn, and I can usually take out any unfair bear defenses that I find.
Yeah, I
It's
just like my Zen or Wind Boomerang because she does have that speed lead of
mm,
24% for guild content.
hmm. Well, both of mine are 4-star max, so I will definitely go build them up. It's good advice.
Excellent. 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 Well, that wraps it up for me. I mean, thanks you so much for taking time out of your schedule. Yeah, new episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us, MRGTSW on Facebook, MRGTSW on Reddit, MRGTSW on Instagram, and MRGTSW on YouTube. Mike Star 777 Gaming on Twitch, at Ranchers Guide on Twitter. Is that all? I
That's pretty
think
much
that's
all.
all, right?
And
I
Chief
think that's
Kajay, thank you so much for all your knowledge, and you know,
Definitely.
you have definitely given me several things to think about here and try and work on. So I appreciate that,
Yeah,
and
no problem.
I look forward to more knowledge in the Discord.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, don't be a stranger to our Discord. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this particular episode. Um, yeah, everybody live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Live long and prosper.